The other day, I was coughing something kind of crazy. Now, the problem was I was coughing for like 2 weeks, but you got to remember, I know my body, right? I have a PhD in me, so I know how my body works. And I understand why I cough so long if I were to get a cold. If I get sick, it's generally for like a day. And I may have like a sore throat for a day. I do a couple things, bada bing, bada boom, it's done. But I will have a cough that lingers. That usually happens for like a week or two. I got this cough, and everybody's like, listen, you've been coughing way too long. If you cough for more than a day or two, then you should. And I'm like, listen, I'm good. Like, I'm good. They're like, no, 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 no. You should take some Mucinex. You should take some, I got this treatment for a hot toddy. It'll knock it out. I got this and that. You should take this snake and take the venom out and then take some of this medicine from the store and put it in. Okay, they didn't say that, but that was you get the point, right? You get the point. So they were doing that whole thing. And I'm like, nope, I am okay. And I'm like, well, what's the problem? Why can't I just keep coughing? Like I'm okay to let my body do what it's supposed to do. So this is why I'm doing this video. Because with everything that we have going on now, right? You hear somebody coughing in the store and you be like, ooh, COVID. If that's not just me, I know it's not just me, but that's kind of the thought, and that's where we are now, right? So, but I want you to understand, it is okay for you to cough. Don't sit there and try to hold your cough in and try not to cough. Don't do that. Like, cough. Because what I want you to understand how the body works, right? So if there is an irritant or something that's irritating your lungs or your airway, your body is amazing, and the brain's going to send the signal and say, hey, we need to bring some air up so that we can get this irritant out. Now, the irritant for me was mucus, because I knew I had mucus in my body because of some of the things that I was doing. So I'm okay to cough this mucus, to loosen it up by making sure I'm drinking lots of liquids and then helping it get out, expelling it out by doing certain things. Apple cider vinegar, you could do lemon, you could do melanin, you could do fenugreek, like lots of different things. So I was doing all of that stuff, right? I'm doing it all. And, but the thing that I forgot, two things that I forgot about doing until much later in the process, and I was so mad because I could have done this earlier. Both of these things I used to do with my children when they were younger. So the first one was taking a bowl, boiling water, and taking a glass bowl, pouring water in it, and then dropping 2 drops of either eucalyptus or tea tree oil in it, and then covering their heads and having your head over the bowl. The other day when I did it, I was doing it for the facial, and I was also doing it for the lungs and to clear up, loosen up all the mucus and all that good stuff, right? So I did that, and I'm telling you guys, it worked like a charm. And so the second thing that I did was I took the same eucalyptus and some castor oil. So you take castor oil and you pour it in your hand, and you put 1 or 2 drops of eucalyptus oil. Sometimes I might do 3, depending upon how strong I want it to be. But then you're going to rub this on your neck and also on your chest, right? Now, I really made sure that I paid attention to, and I have my fingers like this, to the lymphatic system going down, right? And massaging the lymphatic system, making sure that I was loosening up everything, and also massaging the neck and then also the chest, and making sure that I was getting the castor oil and the eucalyptus all over, and then of course, at that point, I went to bed. I was roasted, toasted, and ready for bed. So at nighttime, I like to take a sock that has rice in it. That's the benefit of rice, right? Put it in a sock. You can pop it in a microwave, and you can heat it up, and you can use it as a heating pad. So I would put it on my chest, and after I had all that good stuff up there, right? Put it on the chest, put it on the throat a little bit. Make sure you don't choke yourself, and just kind of all, And then I also had one that I put on my face, and I was putting and I always generally use castor oil or coconut oil or something on the face. So I had that over the eyes and all that good stuff, just to make sure that everything was doing well. So my point to you guys is, be okay with coughing. It's no different than a fever, right? Everybody wants to try to get rid of a fever. Oh, they have a fever, let's drop the fever. Don't drop the fever. Let the body do what it do. right? Just get out of its way and let it do what it do. Give it some things to support it, but don't try to stop it from doing what it naturally does. If you have something that's irritating the body, cough it up. Like cough so that it can come out of the body. And it could not be mucus, right? But it could be, let's say you walked through someone and they had on perfume and it irritated your lungs, or they had, something like something got into the body or the airway and it irritated it. Allow your body to cough and do what it's supposed to do. For me, I like generally coughing throughout the day. I'm not taking anything to suppress it during the day. I'm going to let everything come out as much as possible. And then at nighttime, I am going to, put the steam in my room with the eucalyptus and all that good stuff, close up everything. And I'm going to be in there so that I cough less at nighttime. But I'm not going to suppress my body in the sense of, I want it to stop. That's not what I'm doing. I'm putting the humidifier in the room to help loosen up everything. So again, I can, take this or cough it out of my body. So remember, understand, when you have a PhD in you, just be mindful to be really careful with the suggestions and the tips that you're actually using. And always, always try something natural first.